as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Toronto Huskies. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Toronto. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a carry here for their fullback. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On the give, this is their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Jets' 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try and run with their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
How about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Try to lay one up deep. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talked about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2nd down and inches. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Huskies have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now out come the Jets. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started down south of here at Hard Rock Stadium. Philadelphia in town to take on Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Bucs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got him to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is Parker, complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! It's the fullback. 29 yards. And the Huskies have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burke. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
New York ready to go again offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So the Jets now down by 10, 2:23 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain down to about the 33.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Toronto,
they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.